I try to block you out. I do.
Listen.
But why do you tell me? And I tell him, because you're my best friend, I tell you everything. He looks me in my eye. Please stop. Please stop.
Listen.
So
Hey,
I
some
no
shit.
longer.
Listen, sharing ain't always caring. I have discovered.
Not everything is for the internet. Not everything is for the internet.
Ain't for the internet.
Look, I have one friend. She tells me that if I'm going to bring up a topic, I have to give her a disclaimer and a precursor summary. And if I start the conversation and she feels that she's about to question my sanity and my life choices over the years, I have to pay her $100. I quit telling this stuff.
Listen, that Diddy story is making me question masturbation. Like I don't.
Well, here's the thing. I saw the video and I was like,
now. I don't even want to fuck around. I'm so serious. I don't even want to fuck around.
I was on my way back to Kentucky when I saw it. I was like, I'm gonna send this to Thomas.
Yeah, send it to me because
Because I was like, if I talk about
what am I gonna do with it besides?
I'm gonna get banned. First of all, if I talk about it, we know how I talk about stuff. I'm gonna get banned everywhere. And then after I saw it, somebody sent it to me. It was like, hey, can you incorporate this into one of your stories? Absolutely not. I mean,
How?
No.
What?
Like, I have a crazy imagination, but no.
Hey, Angry, I'm gonna try to go through Streamlabs, so you ain't gotta worry about the YouTube and see if this fucking thing works.
I'm already on it.
Why? The fuck?
Because he's angry.
Because you angry.
It's already done, man.
Damn it, man. I can't even. Like that story is disturbing.
It is. Now, can you imagine? Because I don't even think I was.
Do you think that
no, I was not. I was not 30 yet when that original trial happened. So I'm sitting there, and had I traveled a lot back then, yes, this is still when I was like still modeling. But I hadn't traveled without like my granny or my mom or my aunt or something. So this was like my first like big girl adult trip. And I'm having this conversation. And I had to have check-ins with my parents every so many hours because I was raised by two Scorpios that don't play that from the island. So right after this, my phone rings because it's my mother. I am like 20 minutes late in calling her. So she's cussing me out in patois. And I'm trying to explain to her like,
Yep.
Mom, I'm having a conversation that kind of made my brain glitch. Well, what are you talking about? It's got you. And I was like, Mom, I really don't want to have this conversation with my mom.
This is not going to be fun for me.
And she
I don't want to talk about this shit.
Because she's like, and then I can hear in the background, I'm like, you're already on the highway. So to get her to turn around, I then had to tell her this story. And she said, the next check-ins will be with your grandmother. I'm not calling you back. She said, and this is what she told me, just don't get kidnapped up there.
I can't.
Man, you so done with me over the story that I didn't have nothing to do with, that you are now ceasing communication with me until I hopefully get home.
Taz, if I didn't love your ass, listen, our conversation will be real short. Hi, Thomas. Taz, how you doing? Fine. Where you going? Nowhere. Like, if I didn't have to talk about this shit, the fuck, like this is I'm so serious. Y'all gonna have to wait till Tuesday. Nope, there will be. Oh God, I don't know which one is worse, Taco Bell or Take That. Fuck is wrong with both of y'all, man? Don't do this. Put us on
Thomas. Hey, Thomas.
What?
Take that.
I genuinely cannot stand.
You know, in this situation, I'm the good one.
Yeah, it's you. I'm at a loss.
Thomas. Hey, Thomas.
What? Take that. I can't do it, man.
Take that.
I really want y'all to understand something. When I saw that, there were levels I went to. I'm like, I miss my mother, but what the fuck is? Let me start this goddamn radio show. Let me be honest. Like y'all gonna have to wait till Tuesday. Y'all, Trifling Tuesday is gonna be exciting.
Taz today.
And it's Taz's fault. When y'all hear what the fuck we got to talk about on Trifling Tuesday, blame Taz. Don't blame me. Blame Taz.
It is.
Blame Taz.
And you know what? I'm gonna do just like I did
and you
Friday.
know what? I hope you like the. Listen, I hope y'all. I
from
like
somebody else's phone. You couldn't tell that I was watching.
Listen,
I'm gonna do that again.
I hope you like. I hope you like hearing about the story because goddamn it, it's getting some flags on Friday. Fuck y'all. The fuck are we? What the fuck are we? And that woman there, boy. And you know what? She couldn't have walked into any place. She could not have walked into. And bitch, did you say you wanted to get your hair done? Bitch, I will kick you in the throat.
Oh,
You don't get your punk ass.
I got a special scalp tingling treatment for you. It's French. It's called Nair. I know it's spelled Nair, but it's French. It's called Nair.
Bitch, you gonna get Naired in the fucking face. The fuck is wrong with you?
But my question is, and some people gonna be mad at me. Some people gonna be mad at me. But where's his sister that's been at all these things? And I love her. I love her. Miss Mary J. Blige. Miss Mary J. Blige.
Let me start the show. That bitch boned out. That bitch boned the fuck out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Ham and Beans. We will have some guests next week. I actually reached out to incredible sister. Incredible sister. I cannot wait to get her on this goddamn show. Like, I'm excited to get her on this show. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is Sunday night, and you know what that means. It is time for The Villain's View on GCPR. My name is Thomas Bishop. I am known as The Villain. If you came here looking for Take That, you're going to have to wait till Tuesday, you trifling motherfuckers. Let me introduce to you the panel of villains. To my immediate left it's her fault. It's her fault.
It is.
It's her fault. Ladies and gentlemen, she's only here to sell the records. Miss Taz J. Say hello, please.
Howdy.
She said hi. Ain't this she's been out here throwing out red. Listen. This woman is over here making me relive some shit. All right. To my bottom right is the angriest IT nerd on the East Coast. He is the one with the take that behind him. It's his fault. Blame him. Don't blame me. I know him as Gilbert. Y'all know him as the angry IT nerd. Say hello.
Take that.
I mean, do you really want to take that behind you, though, bro? You want to take that from behind?
No, hell no. No. And finally,
once again, it's my fault.
Listen, and
well, apparently it's my fault now.
It is the crispiest beard in the Midwest. He is the man with the Taco Bell sign over the White House. Maybe we should talk about taco. No, I know we want to talk about, but ladies and gentlemen, the Midwest own cuddly teddy bear. You know him. You love him. I call him Nate. You call him General Gambit. Say hello. Gambit, are you all right, man? Gambit, are you okay? We're literally talking. What are you doing?
Taco Bell.
What are you doing?
He wants to be
rails, man. We don't even be starting right.
Taco Bell.
So, hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. I don't know if we're on TikTok, but if we are,
we're about to be up there in just a minute.
So, this is what I really wanted to get to. How did Stephen Miller let his wife get taken by Elon Musk?
Have you seen Stephen Miller?
Yeah.
Have you seen Elon Musk?
Just because he look like a dick don't mean that he's laying pipe. First of all, here's my theory. Elon Musk paid all that money to still be mediocre. We know that his undercarriage is under par because he has to use IVF. I feel like that man eats. He is an eater like it is the Last Supper, and he is on death row. That's what she was getting. She was getting that crunching munch. Okay, she was being the buffet. And she was like, you know what? I'm down for it. Because I don't think Stephen Miller wants a wife. He wants a husband. But that
Stephen
don't
Miller
fly
looks
with
like the
his
sort
agenda.
of person that would pose like Patrick Bateman in American Psycho while he's having sex with.
Okay, so Taz, let me see if I can understand this right. So what you were saying is that he was eating the booty like groceries.
He's eating the whole undercarriage.
Listen,
Like it was a seafood boy.
no.
All right, that's hot.
No.
All right.
No. Hey Jess, we love you. Always remember that. Jess is
Now everybody, with best behavior. We on TikTok.
Oh. Hi TikTok, how you doing?
Hey, TikTok,
Dicks.
stop being a bitch.
But so before we get to Elon stealing Stephen Miller's wife, which though
I mean, she didn't leave. Was that really theft?
Was
that really theft? That was like borrowing a lawnmower. He gave her
Well,
that.
see,
are we really gonna
he
be mad?
he didn't steal his wife. He offered her a job,
Here's the thing.
a blowjob. But I mean, it was a job.
If I come to your house, Thomas, and I say, hey, can I borrow the lawnmower? And I give it back. Is that? I mean, I might have kept it for a week or two, but I brought it back. He brought the whole back. But
Hold
I mean,
Khaleesi over here with the $5 super chat. Here's my donation to the taco fund. Chicken. But before we even get to the theft of, or I'm sorry, the borrowing of Stephen Miller's wife, Elon Musk got punked out by the goddamn Treasury Secretary. How you get punked out by a senior citizen?
First of all,
hey Sigrid, love you.
Not only did he get punked out, it got a black eye from a 62-year-old man. Okay. Let's not forget that his son done punked him out so much that with the black eye, he was like, no, my son hit me.
Yo.
Yeah, he did say that. He did say that.
Steve Bannon was like, I'm so sick of your shit. I'm going to tell what really happened. First of all, can we be concerned about how many people are in these cabinet meetings?
We really need to.
And Steve Bannon is like,
why would you want to do that? You know, like national security or something?
Yeah. Hold on. Wait. Again, see, I always got to keep stopping. Before we even get to that, I don't know if this is true, but Aaron Parnas reported it today that Tulsi Gabbard, in a quest to help Donald Trump get the goddamn daily presidential briefings, you know, part of the fucking job he has, she is bringing in a Fox News producer to turn the daily presidential briefings into a video show that Donald Trump will watch because he doesn't read the fucking briefings.
And he watches Fox
Who
News.
did y'all elect, yo?
But
I think people forgot from the first administration that he made a rule that the briefings could be no more than 5 pages. They could not be double-sided. And there had to be so many. Yeah, there had to be so many breaks in there, and he still wasn't doing it. Now, and some people are like, well, why a Fox News producer? Because there's already one technically on staff. I think people keep forgetting about excess white.
Not to mention the fact it's all he watches.
Mm-hmm. Because he used to call in and ask them, what do you think about this? That's why so many people are from Fox.
They elected a conspiracy theory grandpa.
Oh,
do you realize before social media blew the fuck up, you had to
re-truth a conspiracy theory about Joe Biden, saying that Joe Biden died before the last election, before the election that he lost to Joe Biden.
Hey,
and I'm like, do you not realize what that says about you? You're admitting that you lost an election. Okay, just
you lost an election to a dead. You lost an election to AI. Pop gone. Hey, somebody come get Pop for you before you go out and stick his dick in an apple in the apple tree. Go get Pop. Hey, pudding time, buddy. Hey, Donnie, pudding time. It's time for him to go to bed.
Give him a Werther's original.
It's time for him
And
to go
here's
to
the
bed.
thing. And for people that are like,
And
why
a
isn't
Tootsie Roll.
Melania?
And
For
a
people
Tootsie
that are like,
Tootsie
why
Roll.
isn't Melania saying anything? Because Melania, just like Ivana, is an astute businesswoman. I don't like the hoe, but she is an astute businesswoman. The more he proves himself incapacitated, the quicker she can take power of attorney over him.
Oh,
And that's what she's waiting on.
Melania got something waiting on that ass.
Mhm.
Oh, Melania got something waiting on that ass. If they ever rule him incompetent, oh, Melania got
So
something
no,
waiting
she
on
just
that
waiting for the
ass,
day.
boy.
She knows it's coming. She already
She
knows it's coming.
listen, Melania
That's why
is
she's not
leaving here
divorcing
with
him.
something. That bitch leaving here with something.
Oh, yeah, she
around
leaving
the
with
with
way.
something.
everything.
What?
I'm trying to tell
So
you.
look, that's why she's not divorced him
Melania
yet.
can't wait.
Exactly, because that's why
When
she's
she
not left
did
him
an
yet.
Interview, but when she did an interview a month ago, because I covered this, she did an interview a month ago, and she was asked like, "Oh, it seemed like things were rocky for a while. Why did you stay with Donald?" She didn't say that it was love. She didn't say it was dedication. She didn't say, "Oh, we've been together all this time." This bitch said she was staying with him because of her son. Yes, her
Oh, that
grown
bitch.
ass in college son. I said,
Oh,
this
yeah.
bitch knows something we don't know.
Oh,
This motherfucker is
she can't
incompetent.
wait. Melania is counting
Oh,
the
she.
motherfucking days until he finally starts walking up into a press briefing with his
So listen.
pajamas from the top on, his diaper, some Crocs,
Well,
some Make
So look
America
at man.
Great
She
Again Crocs.
she probably
Her
got.
ass gonna
Oh, yeah,
heal
So look at
him
man.
the
She
fuck
probably got
up.
it. She probably
hell
has an
yeah.
app tracking
you
that
know
shit.
Why? Because that Stormy thing hit her. She was normally she would have
Listen.
been like, "Oh yeah, fuck you,
Hey,
fuck you."
hell have no fury like a Melania scorn. That bitch said, "You stuck your dick in that bitch while I was breastfeeding Donald."
Yep.
Donald,
But
I can't wait.
no,
She out here.
Nope, y'all are looking at this all wrong. It wasn't because she was pregnant. It wasn't because she had recently given birth. Y'all are forgetting how Melania got her citizenship and how she got the attention of Donald to begin with.
Problem
She
is
was looking at
that
it like,
her
damn,
citizenship is on the line.
well, not only that, she was looking like you were about to replace me with Stormy if she agreed. Donald Trump is a one-trick pony. Every woman in his life, they know the progression of how you become the wife. They know what he does. When in court,
and Melania's like,
they
it won't
were
happen
describing
again.
when they were
It won't happen
describing
today.
how he used to every morning get the physical newspapers and ask Melania what she thought about this, that, and the other, and he stopped. When they came out with the specific hotel rooms that he was getting in order for these encounters, not just with Stormy, but with another woman that was like the backup to Stormy in case that did, like he was shopping for the newest model, okay? So, and Melania was like, whoa, 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 this is sounding way too familiar. Bitch, I don't let you touch me. And you, because at that
you
time,
laid on top of me for all of 5 whole
But
seconds.
here's the thing, everybody's like, oh, well, she had just given birth. Y'all do realize that right after she got pregnant, they were sleeping in different bedrooms. They have not had the same bedroom.
I'm surprised she was sleeping in different buildings.
Donald, you got
the child, I'm out.
And then you got to remember,
you sleep around the corner, right?
But you also have to remember, Melania has been asleep for a while. Because do you remember the Barbara Walters special at Trump Towers in their, at the time, recently expanded condo where Barron, as an infant, had his own apartment? That was Melania's apartment.
Yes.
Melania been playing the long game. That's why she recognized what the fuck was going on. And she was like, Donald, come here. Hey. Come here with your bitch ass self. That's why she renegotiated the prenup and the postnup before she moved into the White House the last time.
Hey. Melania looked at him and was like, I'm leaving it with something.
Look at man. She leaving with everything.
Around the way, bitch.
She not leaving with something. She leaving with everything.
And then people, and here's the thing, Barbara Walters, that was
like
my
the
girl.
Orange Lantern.
Because Barbara Walters stayed on Trump's neck. Because fast forward years later, when Trump was like, oh, I got this new baby and this hot wife, let me try to make it seem like I'm a good family man. And Barbara Walters was like, bet, I'll come to your office in Trump Towers and I'll do like a candid interview, because he knew one thing and one thing alone. Little Baron Trump had a Slovenian accent, and she put that little motherfucker on camera as many times as she could and was asking him all sorts of questions to hear that accent come out.
Listen, Melania Trump built around the way.
Hey,
That bitch,
So listen,
that bitch-
man. Listen,
bitch
look,
built
look,
a
look.
whole
Security.
apartment from
So
around
no,
the
look
way.
here, man. She not leaving with something. She leaving with everything.
She leave with everything. But you know what? But hold up. You know what though? What Donald Trump proves to me more than anything is at a certain point you got to get out of the game. At a certain point you got to get out of the fucking game. Okay? You had a first wife, you cheated on her with the second wife. You cheated on the first wife with the second wife. Cheated on the second wife with the third wife. Cheated on the third wife with a porn star and a Playboy model. If he had been smart, that third wife would have been it. You get out of the game. I'm 53. I'm 53. Damn. If I wanted to, if I dress up real nice, brush teeth and everything, you know what I mean? I'd go out, I could still be in the game. At 73, I will be looking at my penis the same way I look at my nuts now. It's like it's a fucking farewell tour. It's been great, old boy. Thank you, sir, for giving me everything that I've ever wanted. And thank you for giving me the orgasms I so desperately needed. It's been a great ride. Me and my penis at 73 is like fucking Uncle Phil and Jeffrey on the last episode of The Fresh Prince. First class ticket. Here's your last pay. See ya. You are off duty, sir. Listen, I'm playing the music from Saving Private Ryan when I turned 73. Me and my penis, I'm looking at my penis like, did you listen? You're out, sir. Thank you for all the pleasure, sir. The fuck? At 73?
Now, I'm gonna make a habit of calling him what he is.
I ain't chasing shit at 73.
Trump Senior, because he refuses to put the senior on his name. Trump Senior, his ego won't let him have a DNA test. Now, I think.
Oh, Barron?
Yeah, because here's the thing. Look at Barron's features.
That boy looked like he came straight from his balls. Fresh from my bigger than balls.
Nope. Barron is the only one that had not been told to get plastic surgery and has not gotten plastic surgery, and he don't look like a thumb from Spy Kids.
Whoa. Hold on. Wait a minute. Flag on the play. You mean Eric and Don Jr. have both had plastic surgeries?
Oh, yeah.
And that's the best they came up with?
Mm-hmm.
Go back. Go back.
Oh, wait a minute.
Eric ain't got no chin. Pick your ass back over there. Get a rock granite chin or something, buddy.
I'm about to blow your mind here. All of them, you know how people keep talking about the Mar-a-Lago face and all of the top, Republican women and a lot of the men now are all looking the same. There's a reason. It's because Trump, it's documented that he has been telling people the nips and tucks to get, even down to the hair color, where to get highlights, and they actually listen. That's why everybody looks the same.
You're taking advice from a motherfucker whose face looked like crispy chicken? Are you his face looked like cooked bacon, and you're taking beauty advice from this motherfucker? This motherfucker looks like, you know how you cook chicken, you know how you cook bacon, right? And you flip it over that first time to grill the other side, and you see that first side, it look golden brown and shit. That's the color Donald Trump has. You gonna take fucking tips from this motherfucker?
I've been jokingly calling them conservative clothes. I've been jokingly calling them conservative clothes for fucking years, and now,
realizing that they are actually conservative clones.
I'm not realizing it. It's just like they're actually
like they actually are.
Like they're actually living it.
Fucking mind.
But if you remember, after he was voted out, there was a series of tell-alls from people that were formerly in his inner circle. One of the books, actually there were a couple books, but one that people would most, know about, because the rest of them, when I bring them up, people are like, I didn't know that those people were politicians and they were in the White House. Okay, I know I'm a little nerdy when it comes to politics and history. But one, Cassidy Hutchinson, because he had suggested to her to get plastic surgery, dye her hair, all this other stuff. And she noted in her book and in subsequent interviews that, and other women came out was like, yeah, he told me this. And Laura Loomer got this done because his suggestion. Laura Trump got this because of his suggestion. That's why they have that face.
Taz. Nope. back that bus up. No. Come on, back. Put it from D to R, and back that bitch up. Laura Loomer took this man's advice on plastic surgery.
Laura Loomer is the same
You
person who
mean
bragged to her
Botox
BFF.
Betty Laura Loomer took fucking advice?
Laura Loomer, the same one that bragged to her bestie about giving him the best blowjob of his life. Yes.
No. PBL Loomer out here blowing people with them lips and that face. If I woke up and saw that face anywhere near my crotch, I gotta go. Listen, hey bitch, hey, I hear my daddy.
But hold on, before we get too far off rails,
26 years.
I'm not sure how to process that emotionally.
Hold on, before we go too far off, what I was trying to share with y'all before, his ego won't let him get a DNA test because a lot of people didn't pay attention that when Melania and Trump first got together, I think it slipped past a lot of people, but I done had since the mid-'80s a long-standing beef with Trump, okay? Long-standing beef, okay? Pretty much the same beef that Cat Williams had. Anybody that knows about Avondale, the black community of Avondale in Cincinnati, Ohio, you understand. Because people don't realize that Trump owns some properties there.
Isn't Abigail running around here burning up shit?
Yes. He owned some properties and he was doing black people dirty there too. So I got a long-standing beef. Melania was in a full-blown relationship. That relationship technically never ended. And that man has been an employee of Trump, was her security at one point, has always been around, okay? Melania is playing the long game. And this is why I brought up side dudes and side chicks. Right. And this is why
if you had to go home to Donald Trump, but you had a chance to get Daddy Longstroke, the long game would be all you want to. Donald, I'm going out. My friend is going to take the security. Daddy Longstroke.
Before we went live for everybody else, Thomas and I were having a conversation about old school mistresses, and I guess you would call it a mistress. That is her mistress, and that man has been silent. But see, Melania is playing
because
that.
Daddy Longstroke.
Yeah, she's not gonna play that. I'm leaving here with something. She's playing that. Burn in bed. I'm leaving with everything that I believe is mine. And this is what I mean. Y'all know this. If y'all ever did a woman dirty, I don't care if you straight, queer, gay, whatever. If you did a woman dirty and y'all lived together and you went to work and you didn't know that heifer took PTO and you came home and the only thing that's there is your drawers and a half a toothbrush, that's how Melania is about to do Trump.
Listen,
as soon as he's deemed incompetent legally, she leaving with everything, including the doorknob.
Hold on. We joked about her cheating because there's no fucking way in hell if my prospects was to be married to Donald Trump, I wouldn't have something on the side. Everything on the side.
The problem is Trump is
Donald,
on
I
the
was
side.
at the 7-Eleven. I tried some churros. It's so great. No, the churros I tried was Jesus in the back giving out the long stroke. You out of your fucking mind. Bruh, everybody.
The side chick. That's why she wasn't mad about Stormy and the other chick that was like,
yes, because she getting
we're meant to be together.
She's getting rolled.
Yeah, because
Melania's out here getting stroked.
Trump is her side dude. Trump is her sugar daddy that she sees on the weekend, and then her man. Y'all remember that song by SZA, The Weekend?
Explain. I'm telling y'all, Melania is getting her fucking tonsils tickled from the bottom up. Daddy, listen, he might be the whitest man since white man, but that motherfucker is Daddy Longstroke. That motherfucker, I guarantee you that motherfucker got a voice so deep it sounds like Brabble talking. And he's probably tall, definitely tall. And I'm telling you right now, that white boy out here walking around here, his shit look like Wonder Woman's lasso at the end of the first Wonder Woman.
Yeah, because if you look at
Melania's
siblings, look at her parents and everything else, because I looked at her lineage. Where Mary Frank come from?
Dada Longstroke. That listen, the man is putting that bitch head through headboards.
She going through the mattress happily.
And don't nobody say nothing because you done paid all of them off. He is out here. He is out here railing that ass.
She don't have to pay the neighbors off. Have you heard what people say in the actual Trump towers? Not every tower that bears the Trump name is a Trump tower, but those they don't like it there. But when he was originally selling properties, they were locked into contracts for a certain length of time. They smell, the stuff is piss poor quality.
Because he's a piece of shit.
Oh yeah, but these people ain't.
What do you expect from a man that sold steaks at a place you can get a Baca lounger?
First of all, I bet you they was waiting for her in the lobby, like, Melania, here's my grandson, Chuck. You know, he's an investor on Wall Street.
Yep.
He's a great guy with great. They was probably
Charles is 6'7".
They was trying to DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub her ass some penis.
Listen, Charles is 6'7", and the only reason he wears baggy pants because he can't find any that fit over his balls. Charles is out here rolling that ass. Hi, I'm Melania. Hello, I'm Charles. Next thing you know, Daddy Long, he is beating the brakes, carburetor, and the catalytic converter off that ass. He is wearing a big. Listen, to be married to Donald Trump, you need a side dude. I'm not even mad at you. If you tell me you're married to a Trump, if you're married to Tiffany, you need a side chick. I'm sorry, she gonna be on it because a lot of your marriage gonna consist of her crying, going,
"Tiffany
got somebody love me like he love me, Bronca," because he don't want to fuck you.
Tiffany is in an age gap relationship, and she the old bitch, and she done went and quickly popped out a baby.
Look, I wouldn't be Ivana.
She her daddy child.
Hold on, Ivana and Marla Maples. I wouldn't be surprised if either one of them had a side dude the whole time they was married to Donald Trump.
Marla
he out here talking in Cadillacs. She out here getting railed in Lincolns. I'm not. No. I ain't even mad. If I found out today that Ivana's Mr. came out is like, yes, I was having a long-term sexual affair with Ivana Trump the whole time she was married to Donald Trump, I would cheer for that shit like I won an Oscar.
Ivana already admitted that once again to Barbara Walters. And she said, she said, she was like, I was paying for it and I paid for it now. She was like, why do you think I make the money that I made? And Barbara was like, you mean like while you were still married to Donald? Yes.
Listen.
And here's the thing, Marla Maples actually still loves that man. She's down at Mar-a-Lago right now playing First Lady.
Who?
Marla.
The fuck is wrong with her?
Bitch,
if you don't get your dumb ass
to be together.
Again.
Girl, you was sucking married dick.
Listen, let me explain something to you. I would have happily. Let's say I would have been the bellboy at the Trump Tower, and as soon as I saw him ride off in that goddamn Cadillac, I'm racing up to nail Ivana's ass to the bedpost.
Look, word
how
on
much do I have to pay to fuck you because of him? Hey, give me about $350. Give me $350 and validate my parking, and I'm gonna break my foot off in your ass.
Yeah, but word on the curb is that some of the golf pros and some of the caddies, she was like, I don't know if y'all had a grandma like mine. You know how they fold it up?
Yeah.
Put it in their hand and handshake?
Yeah.
You have a grandma that folded up?
Oh, yeah. It would have looked like a Coke sale. It would have looked like a Coke sale. Hello, Miss Trump. Hello, Thomas at the door. She could have handed me $350. I'd have been up there as soon as he left the goddamn building. And then
that didn't clarify anything
because
for me.
Because then
we done lost the white boy.
Because then when his anger of Barack Obama did fully form that made him want to run for president, right there, it would have been Barack Obama and me. I never did like the guy that Ivana was sleeping with. He was black, he was tall, he was muscular, he had tattoos. He wasn't like me. I don't know why she didn't sleep with somebody like me. Motherfucker, because she couldn't find your minute rice dick.
I think one of them was biracial, though.
I'd have hit Ivana with the goddamn Titanic dick. I'd have hit it and be like, let
me explain to you how quickly I would have grabbed my backpack and would have been like Ivana.
Listen, see, this is why fate does what fate does, because I've never ran into Melania. Melania is not really an attractive woman to me, but I would have nailed her ass to the wall just because I don't like Donald Trump. I would have fucked the dog shit out of Melania just because I don't like Donald Trump. Do you like what I do? No, I just don't like your husband. I'm not like bitch. I don't like your husband. I am literally sticking a finger in your booty hole because I don't like your fucking husband.
Let me explain. I don't
Dead
even
ass.
like Trey's songs, but I would have wooed her, set up the camera, turned it on to Facebook Live, had Trey's songs, making love faces playing in the background, and busted that bitch wide open.
I
okay?
would have destroyed her. I would have literally just, and think about it. I have not liked that motherfucker since 1989. I was in my prime in 2000. Like,
I would have jumped in.
Like between
I would have jumped in that live like R-Truth.
I was in my. I was in.
Like, what's going
on? My goddamn dick of death. I was on my dick of death tour. I would have destroyed Melania Trump just because I don't like her fucking husband.
This bitch did porn and Hustler, penthouse style.
I'd have knocked the ass off.
But wait a minute, most people didn't know about it until she became first lady and Putin started leaking it.
Oh,
bitch,
I gave Putin something to leak.
Is your cookie that you was naked and nobody knew about it when you were selling it to the public?
I would have gave Putin something to look. Oh, you want to leak something, Putin? Okay. Take this picture.
No. Let me explain something to you.
Spread out on this couch with my booty cheeks. I'd have knocked her ass off.
And I'm selling it, and don't
I'd
nobody
assassinated
know about
that
my
ass.
sex tape until my man makes it into the White House. That's it. I'm jumping off a bridge. I'm jumping off a bridge.
I would have destroyed her. I would have nailed Melania's ass on anything vertical or horizontal. And I'd have been bam, bam. The whole time knowing I am fucking a guy. I'm fucking the wife of a guy I cannot fucking stand.
Hold on.
Funny nobody cared about it until then.
Wait a minute. I got an idea. I have an idea. And this idea is for Ashley Furniture, Bob's Furniture, IKEA, all the furniture makers. Could y'all do me a favor and make a couch in the likeness of Melania and just deliver it to JD Vance? We'll do a telephone to pay for it.
No, because see, he'd fuck it, but then he'd feel bad. He'd be in there confessing, Donald Trump, I love you so much. That
would make him feel weird.
He wouldn't feel bad. He would feel weird because it was a woman. But you want to know why I want that couch to be made and delivered to JD Vance?
To be inside Donald Trump.
No, because that would be the 13th reason for Usha, and I just want to see on camera, because I feel like, because you know she Indian, she is gonna kick a door down during a cabinet meeting, and I want to see Usha finally get in contact with her ancestors and beat the dog shit out of JD.
Nah. I'm telling you right now.
If it came down to Melania,
if I'd have caught Melania during my reign of penis terror days, I'd have listen.
Penis.
Yes,
terror
I've had two of those in my lifetime. After two things, I had what was called a reign of terror.
And you said reign of penis, and why your penis dripping like that, Tommy?
No, I'm talking about I had 2 days or 2 times in my life where it was fair game. I was at the height of I was at the height of my motherfucking powers. I was at the height of what the villain is now with words. It was with actions. I was the smoothest motherfucker you ever met in your fucking life. I was gentle and caring, and I was trying to break your head through the goddamn wall. That's why it was called the Reign of Terror, because that's when I was at the height of my seduction powers. I was killing it. I was young, fit. I had 6 pack. You could pour water off my goddamn abs, and it would sound like raindrops.
Wait a minute. That's supposed to be. Wait a minute. Time out. That's supposed to be that's supposed to stop at a certain point. I need to make a phone call.
Yes, it did.
Somebody needs to get the memo that shit's supposed to stop.
I'm gonna tell you exactly when it stopped. I'm gonna tell you exactly when it stopped. When my friend killed herself. There. I know that sounds like a Debbie Downer, but yes, that's exactly when it stopped. That's when it stopped. Yes.
Okay, I guess I can't make a phone call because
before that, I was a menace.
I don't want nobody to die.
Listen, I was a god.
Yeah, I don't want nobody to die for him to chill, but I also don't want to become more crippled.
Hold on. Here's the crazy part. Years later, I got into, you remember Adult Swim? they
Yeah.
had a cartoon on there called Reign the Conqueror, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was the story of Alexander the Great, but it was done by the same people that did Aeon Flux. And there's a scene in there after Alexander beats Darius. He gets his wife, right? And he had met her before, whatever. But she came out with a knife. And he grabbed her arm, and she's like, "Oh, you, the one from my dreams." He's like, "Woman." This is exactly what he said. "Woman, and so we meet again." And she said, "It's you, the one from my dreams." He looked at her and then looked up. And these are the 4 words that came out of his mouth. He said, "I am a god." That's how the fuck I felt back then. Before my friend took herself out, before that, I felt literally, I was shit. I was the smoothest motherfucker around. It was like all that shit I had learned in the art of seduction, I got a chance to use it. I was funny. I was sexy. Gambit, I know you and Angry might know this. Taz, you might know this too. You remember when the Hardy Boys came out with them tight ass fucking shirts with Michael P.S. Hayes was wearing them?
Yeah.
And the tight lacquer looking shirts?
Yeah.
I had 10 of them. I had 10 of them.
Not you on this medium special.
Fucking colors. No, I didn't have to be schmedium. They didn't have to be schmedium. They were form fitting. And this was when I was just like, I would put that on, a pair of black slacks, some black shoes. I was killing them. I was going in the club collecting phone numbers. You hear me?
You know what?
What year was this?
This was, let's see.
Or what era was this?
All right, so funny enough, my first wife left me before the end of the OJ trial. The OJ trial lasted longer than my first marriage, right?
96?
So she left. She went back to Virginia.
Well, here's the thing. The infamous drive down the highway was 94 because I was pregnant with my oldest son at that point because I was very pregnant.
We had just gotten married. We had just gotten married. By October,
big back
when the trial was actually done, October of 85 or 95, she was gone. I was in Vegas. And from then, and I think my friend killed herself in 99. So we're talking 95 to 99.
So basically my whole high school career.
Yes. I was a sexual, I was a seductive force of fucking nature.
But you know what? Sometimes
I'm not bullshit.
I forget that men
Melania Trump
actually like.
Listen, Melania Trump would have got her ass wore out fucking with me between 95 and 99.
I forget that men have to like have a personality, be attractive, you know, put effort into it. Because I'm sitting here thinking like, I ain't never put that much effort into a woman ever. Okay, first of all, women watching, don't take it the wrong way. I am a saved adjacent woman now. Okay, I'm better. Okay, for the sake of this show, I'm better. Shit.
All right.
I was first of all, I was a menace to society because I was a vampire, not for the reasons that some of you nasty motherfuckers probably think. No, I was a vampire because I'm like, okay, the moonlight can hit us, but if the sunlight hit us, I don't know you, and I'm gonna call the police and say that you broke in. You got to go.
Oh no, I was the king of.
I've realized that. You know, dating a man now, I realize I got to work on my personality.
But that's the thing. I literally was at the height of my fucking powers because I could talk, I could make you laugh, I could seduce you, I had money. I'm sitting here saying, because you got to remember, I was raised off of.
I had a tongue in a backpack. That's it.
Exactly. See, you had a tongue in a backpack. I had more than that. Thank you very much.
I was Dora the Explorer, backpack.
I was at the height of my motherfucking powers. I was at the height of my goddamn powers. Because I would have your ass laughing, then I'd have you thinking, you'd be like, oh my God, you are just a great man. Yeah, I try to be a better man every day. Panty dropper. And if Melania Trump had ran across me between 1995 and 1999, Barron would have looked like me. Argue with your goddamn mama, don't argue with me. Barron would have looked like me.
You know what?
Barron would have been Barron would have been coffee colored, lightly cream. I'm not bullshitting. I'm not playing. What you
I'm
want me
just
to
saying,
do?
if I'd have ran into her, Barron would have just been a Ken doll.
Listen, Barron ass would have been like, oh my God, this child is not me. I'd have made an Obama. If Melania Trump had ran across me between 1995 and 1999, we'd have made an Obama. I'm sorry. Argue with your motherfucking mama. Argue with her. I don't care.
First of all,
yes,
you don't find her attractive.
I don't. I would have only been banging. I would have only been seducing. No, I don't find her. I never find her attractive.
No,
she's too damn small.
Do you want to know who finds her attractive?
Who?
Barron. And that motherfucker look like he be bending his mama over.
Listen,
he be like, bend her
I need some of y'all to forgive your mothers because y'all out here just nasty. Y'all out here trife.
First of all,
between R. Kelly licking lipstick, Diddy getting nutteroni, y'all will not hear anything about nutteroni on this show until Tuesday.
Up this time.
Sign the coffee Tuesday morning. That's the only time y'all hear, because I'm not talking about that tonight. I can't. I don't even like macaroni and cheese, and now I understand why. But if Melania had ran across me in them 4 years, we'd have made an Obama.
Here's the thing.
That y'all would have been the nicest, prettiest, light-skinned, long hair having this motherfucker
Melania
on the planet.
did not come out to defend her husband. She didn't come out to defend.
Of course,
he
is a meal ticket.
Yeah, I know, but
he's a pork chop to a hungry dog.
Yes, but hear me out as I go through this list. The rumors that came about after her mother passed away, she didn't come out to defend her mother. Rumors about her father's infidelity, didn't come out to defend her father. Stuff about her sister came out, didn't come out to defend them. When people were like, oh, Barron's too stupid to get into Harvard, here she's like, he didn't even apply.
Look,
and then when they came out, it was like, Barron is killing animals for GP and fucking over nannies.
He is serial.
This motherfucker wants to live near the NYU campus to be close to it. If I promise you, she is popping up at all the college parties just to twerk it on Barron. That mother, that's who get.
She out here tearing up.
She's gonna be a wing mom.
She ain't gonna be the wing mom. She gonna be his date. She one of his mamas like, I'm the only woman he needs in his life. I'm his
telling
first
you right
love.
now.
Nobody knows how to love him like me. That is Melania.
Melania, when Donald Trump finally goes off to the glue factory, like you do with any other old horse, Melania going buck ass. Yeah. Why y'all looking down? Yes. When you old horses go to the glue factory, the fuck, and an old horse with skin that look that leathery going to the goddamn glue factory. He's going to the glue factory. They go take his ass in the goddamn in the presidential limo straight to the glue factory.
Well, unless it's Kentucky, they might cook you. You might be a horse.
Up in the dog food.
You might be a horse, not dog food. You might be a horse steak. You do realize that once upon a time in Kentucky, it rained cooked horse meat.
Horse meat?
Yes, y'all don't know about the infamous story about cooked horse meat? It wasn't like in recent history, but yeah, cooked horse meat fell from the sky in Kentucky.
Did God blow up some horses? What the fuck kind of shit is that? How do you rain horse meat?
We have the blue people in the heels of Kentucky. Stop asking questions.
Lord, okay? This country is ass. Why can't we can we reset this country? Fuck. Have we turned it on and off? Thank you, Michael Pruitt. Michael Pruitt said twice.
It did.
Can we turn this country on and off? Check it to make sure. Can we check the connection? This country is ass.
I think we need to do a whole factory reset on the country.
A whole fucking. We need a whole factory reset.
We need to control alt delete this bitch.
I think I think with this being Pride Month, and it also being Men's Mental Health Month, I think we should talk about, I don't know, fucking like, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Different lives, like different life, because this shit is bad out here. No, I said this on Solid Blue Sisters show yesterday on Friendly Differences. Do you understand Donald Trump has fucked up the flow of sexual feelings in this country? Taz, you can't even talk because you in chaos. Y'all gonna do it whether Trump's in office, Biden's in office, a sentient bag of corn chips. Y'all don't give a fuck. You be like, hey,
we done did it through tornadoes.
Hey,
we don't give a shit.
President Corn Chips said he gonna do something about feet odor. Let's have sex. Like, we got y'all, okay? Y'all move out the way. Y'all don't count.
Ain't shit stopping us.
But
okay?
nobody, like, we are not even wanting any intimacy under Donald Trump. And the people that do want intimacy under Donald Trump are some of the I often, just to fuck with myself and make sure that I stay on my bullshit, I think about MAGA people having sex. Just a whole room in the trailer covered in MAGA shit. They met at a MAGA rally, and that's how they hooked up.
See,
and the sex is just boring.
Is that what you use to like edge yourself or something?
No, but see,
no.
I mean, that is kind of an edging story.
No,
I mean,
when I want to
hurt you.
Like when I want to motivate myself to cut the yard.
MAGA people.
I think you need to. I think you need to step up your therapy.
You need better motivation, my friend.
Yeah, you do. But here's the thing: MAGA people don't want to fuck MAGA people. Have y'all not seen the video where the women are like, "How come you won't date a conservative woman? How come you won't?" They don't, and then the men admit that they're lying on dating apps because they don't want to fuck each other. That's why they're not having sex, and
they want to be out here with the rest of us. Hey,
they're trying to convince us to
weird
be
people.
to be.
Get your ass. Don't come out here with us. Listen, we are not MAGA. I don't even want to know what your goddamn sex life looked like. Oh my God. You're making it better again. Get the fuck out of here.
But at the same time, we got people on supposedly on our side trying to do the same fucking thing.
I wouldn't date them.
But here's the thing.
Hey, yes, Randall. July is White Pride Month. Brought to you White History Month. Brought to you in part by everybody y'all fucked over.
Yeah, but okay, I told.
If you watching and want to help out, holla at your boy.
But I told this story the other day
on
a live panel that I was on. And here's the thing: I watched a conservative pick-me who was not conservative, but she bought into conservative men have better credit and more money and all this other stuff. And she thought that the conservatives were like playing a role like she was for the sake of certain stuff. And she got hit with the okie doke, and her husband, he fucking, just not her. And
again,
the women that she used
to
criticize, her husband is paying good money to these women and blowing their backs out. And he's to the point where he's like, oh, you know now? Oh, I'm not going to hide it. So he bringing the bitches back to the house. And the thing about it is, I laugh at her because he has her on such a strict budget, but he's spending the club up on these heifers that he found, including one of their neighbors.
Look at it this way.
Baby, listen.
Just Pearly Things has been single this whole fucking time, and ain't none of them conservative dudes try to get it. Now, I will.
Well, by her own admission, she's past the age
full
that
disclosure.
Anybody should marry her.
Hold on.
Marry her.
For full disclosure.
But she hasn't been single
Just Pearly Things is an awkward looking bitch. She's been
single for a while. She hasn't been single the whole time.
Awkward looking woman.
She had a very public breakup.
Yeah,
with,
with the angry face dudes. Yeah.
Because she cheated on him.
No, he cheated on her.
No. The truth came out.
Exclusive
she cheated on him.
Hold on.
Really?
Wait a minute. Exclusive on the Villain's View. We talk about Just Pearly Things cheating.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
I don't care. I absolutely did not care about that whole thing. Like,
no.
Everybody was making videos about it, and I was like, I honestly do not care.
No, there was one night I couldn't sleep, and her mother had put out a several-part series because she had talked about like traditional women and that her mother was a traditional woman. I ended up watching this series not knowing that it was her mother. And then somebody told me like, hey, Taz, that's her mom that you're following because this is a brilliant businesswoman. And I'm gobbling up all the information like, damn, business for 30 years, able to retire. Like, I'm taking fucking notes. I want to do this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is her mom. So I couldn't sleep one night. I went down a rabbit hole and I clicked on one video that led to a series. She put that out because she was butthurt. The woman that man ended up with, they had been broken up for months before they ever met. He wasn't the one that was cheating. She was. And on top of that, she was verbally abusive because she thought his race and his size meant that he wasn't going to leave her because she thought her complexion made her the prize.
Sure.
And she got called
true.
out.
That's true.
She got called out about it. It wasn't her podcast. It was somebody else's podcast. I'm so sorry, I can't think of the name of it at this point because it's been a couple years at this point. That they brought it up.
Try to grab some. You know those hook things where you try to put a $1 in and try to grab something with the hook.
Oh, the claw machine?
Just pearly things couldn't be the prize in one of those. She could be the only thing in that box, and have easily accessible ways to pick her up, and she still ain't no fucking prize. Who in the fuck is cheating with this bitch?
Because here's the thing.
She's awkward looking. I am not in any way, shape, form, or fashion trying to shame any woman. I think a woman's body is as beautiful as you want it to be. But Pearly is a pick-me. But she's shaped funny.
It's almost
like she's too long for her leg. I mean, she's too short. Her upper body's too short for them long ass legs. She got legs like Lou Alcindor. That bitch got
here it is. In honor of Pride Month. Now, I brought this up before. I'm gonna bring it up again. First of all, we always talk about DL men like DL women don't exist.
Oh, I know they do.
Pearly does not know or understand her sexuality, and I say this. She is the athletic girly that is constantly questioning her sexuality because of her hobbies. So she tries to pretend through her words that she's more girly than what she is. And she tries to force herself into what she thinks are girly things. And when I say what she thinks, it's like watching somebody from outside the United States come to the United States either to visit or to live. And you can tell they put together their outfit. They're speaking because of what they saw from television shows and movies. And that is how her girliness, her femininity is coming out because it's not natural. She has not taken the time to figure out who she is as a woman. Because I did not know until
pick me?
Right. Because she thinks that when things failed with angry reactions, because a lot of white women feel this way about black men, especially heavyset black men. Just like the stereotype of black men getting with heavyset white girls, like, oh, they'll be so loyal and they'll stay with me. And it's like, everybody is not a monolith. Everybody don't feel that way just because you ran into somebody with low self-esteem.
Because they're heavyset and they'll stay with me. I date them because that's all I want. Like, give me a.
But you got to do.
Goddamn right.
You got to get 250 to do something.
Listen, I'm gonna need more on that cracker than that. You know what I mean? The little cheese.
Like, I never knew that she was with angry reactions until they broke up because I would watch his content and I was like, oh, I like the content. And then I saw a video. I think they were going to get coffee or something. And the way she was talking to him and treating him, I was like, yeah. And here's the thing. I call it the boyfriend-girlfriend effect. And non-binary people, I'm not excluding you. It's something that I have thought about and been updating since I was 12 years old. So please excuse me. I just didn't change the name because it was the original name that I thought of at that age. Because when it's just like when you get a job, now all these other places want to hire you. When you get into a relationship, whether that relationship progresses to marriage or y'all decide y'all just gonna love each other without anything else, you'll start looking good to other people. Because when you're loved, even on a bad day with your loved one, you look better, you feel better, you carry yourself in a different way. Yeah. And people take that to heart and start getting cocky Like, oh, I'm above you. I can have whoever I want. Bitch, they just looking at you because you're happy. Because you got a fucking smile on your face. They not trying to
you ain't
fuck
walking
you.
around here biting people in the forehead and shit.
Right. It's just happiness draws people into you. When you're happy, people want to be around you. That does not mean that they want to take it to a sexy level. That you just honey attracts honey.
Hey, Izzy,
that's it.
As long as I'm on this show and as long as this show exists, we got you. We got you. We will walk with you and we will walk you through it. Please remember that. I like to, just throwing it out. I'm at a loss. I'm genuinely at a motherfucking loss of her even thinking like that, because you ain't got but one fucking time to talk to me like I ain't got no fucking sense, and we out. Like, I will leave. That's the thing. Pearly done got it in her fucking head that she's a prize. And that's why she's looking for a guy, a masculine guy. Okay, if you really want one, a masculine guy is going to say, if you talk to me like that the fuck again, you're going to be a lonely bitch. Bitch, I will pack my shit up and get the fuck up out. Who are you talking to? My mother and father are dead. Bitch, I don't answer to nobody like that. And I'm pretty sure she'd be like, oh my God, I'm so turned on. No, you really need to really think about what the fuck you're saying and who you're saying it to. Because you tripping. Like, and
and here's the thing, she could be attractive, and let me explain to you how she could be attractive. If she would take the time to allow herself to grow into her womanhood, to figure out who she is, the fashion, the hair, it will come together, and she would be attractive because she would find her comfort zone. Because whether somebody is societally pretty, conventionally pretty or not, when somebody is in their lane, when somebody is in their zone, and that confidence comes through, the way they put things together, the way they move, that shit's intoxicating. That shit's attractive as hell. And she could be so gorgeous, and that person that she desires so much will be beating down her door trying to drink her bath water, but she don't want that. She wants to. Here's the thing. She sits there talking about traditional women. Oh, you got a job. And you're a boss. You are the company. You're the face of the company. You're the company owner. You're not traditional. If you want somebody to come through because you don't want to give up what you're doing, you don't. And you're not going to manipulate a man, just like you don't want a man to come and manipulate you either. You don't want somebody to come and trap you into some shit. So it's like you need to be honest, because that man, she's the type of person that would end up with a Charlie Kirk and cry every night into her pillow.
Yes, because again, I go back to this idea. When you strip shit down to its barest things, which is what the MAGA movement has done, when you strip shit down so far, you end up finding out that some of these damn people don't know what the fuck they're talking about to begin with. And it doesn't matter. Finance, politics, love, relationships, sex, what makes a man, what makes a woman, this, that, and the third. These people have stripped this shit to pieces. That's why having a conversation with them pisses everybody the fuck off. That is why this is, and then when you look at the people that are doing it, these are some of the most flawed, fucked up people I have ever seen in my entire adult life. So the entire MAGA movement, from the top down, it's got to be, this shit has to be studied. We have never had styrofoam run our country. We have never had styrofoam become the zeitgeist for everything and everybody thinks. But
I mean, a little bit.
Tell me if I'm wrong. All it does, it takes the shape of whatever the fuck you're using it on. It takes the shape. It stands for nothing, and it fucks up the goddamn environment.
Now,
we are being led by a styrofoam squadron of people that think they know what the fuck they're talking about, but they don't.
The first thing I thought about when you said styrofoam is y'all please explain. Just understand. I always got to see things through, and I got to try things for myself, even as a child. So when you try to burn styrofoam, the fact that it gets real goopy and it smells, that right there is the perfect representation of this
Of the
administration.
MAGA movement.
Yeah, I told you.
And
Yeah.
think about it.
That's
They,
what I'm saying.
in the process of this functioning illiterate,
Is he
dementia
functioning
addled,
though?
braggadocious,
Barely function.
fucking
Between like
lemon
the
I mean,
1,500 people.
used car
Functioning as a
salesman.
technicality functioning.
You know what I'm saying? In his rise, all the shit we thought,
And now
oh,
they're
they
down
can't-
a man.
hold on, but all the shit we thought, oh, they can't possibly. And then we find out, yeah, they can. How many times over the past, let's see, he was president for 4, then Biden was president for 4. Now we're going into, for the past 8 years and 6 months, how many times have you said they can't possibly? And then they do. They fuck up everything. But if Donald Trump had rolled his big ass down that goddamn escalator, Charlie Kirk would have been the gopher boy at Fox News. If that motherfucker had rolled his big ass down that goddamn escalator, Ben Shapiro would be a joke. If that motherfucker had not gotten his big ass out in front of that damn camera talking about the American dream is dead, do you think anybody would say, well, you know, Kamala lost the election because she didn't go on the Joe Rogan podcast? Joe fucking Rogan. The entirety of the MAGA movement. These racists been sitting around going, I can't say N-word. I'm so upset. And then they look off in the horizon, riding on a horse backwards with his cowboy hat and his booty cheeks, wearing a shit kicker and a crock. Here comes Donald Trump. These people have wrapped themselves around it, and unfortunately what they've done is they've wrapped the rest of us in it. We all have to suffer in this shit. Let me reset the show before going further. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Villain's View on Hot. This is the Villain's View on GCPR.
How long have you been doing this?
Almost did it. Streaming exclusively on Ghost Claw Entertainment and YouTube. And are we still on TikTok?
We are still on TikTok. We have not gotten kicked out yet.
Wild as shit. We have made it into hour 2. We haven't got banned for anything yet. My name is Thomas Bishop. I'm known as the Villain. I am joined by my regular villainous co-host, one Taz J, one General Gambit, one Angry IT Nerd. We're talking the environmental destructiveness of MAGA. Now we get the chance to talk about Elon Musk.
You know what? I love how you said the environmental destructiveness of MAGA, and that a Kennedy who went from being a familial, heritage-driven Democrat to an independent to now MAGA, who has been an environmental attorney fighting against the destruction of the environment, and now he's a part of the shit-drenched
I really want y'all to
swamp.
think about this. I genuinely want y'all to think about this. Robert F. Kennedy has a degree. He has a master's degree in environmental law. That man stood in front of cameras and microphones where people can see and hear him and said, you shouldn't listen to me about health and medical advice. How the fuck he get the job? The environmental destructiveness of MAGA. It touches
and then turned around
MAGA
this
touches
week,
everything.
And then turned around this week and said pregnant women and healthy kids don't need the COVID vaccine. Let me explain something to you. You better give me a damn COVID vaccine. And if I get COVID, the measles, or anything, let me explain something.
My sister Dottie's got it now. My sister Dottie got COVID right now. Like, we're going to.
It's going to be more than furniture moving. It ain't even going to be 6 people that's going to be able to carry him. You understand me?
We are going to be cleaning up every aspect of American society, from the stench until my youngest grandson who's a newborn is my age or older, we are never getting the stench of this shit out of here. We're not. This country is fucked. He swam. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. swam in a goddamn sewer. This
With
country
his
is
That he did, yeah.
with his grandkids. And that's why I want to talk about Elon Musk, because whatever the fuck Donald Trump started in 2016, 17, whatever he started in 2016, 17, it took 8 years, and that's all the way through Biden's fucking presidency, for us to start seeing the real effects of it. They were always like, Biden's poll numbers. We need to worry about Biden's poll numbers. No, we don't. Is he doing his job? Yeah. Is he one of the most influential presidents of our in American history? Yes. But it didn't matter, because dumbass people, emboldened by this nut job, they thought it's not getting better for me. We're going to be cleaning up this shit for a decade, and it has affected every aspect of American life. There's not a demographic that hasn't been touched. There's not a situation that hasn't been touched. It has affected relationships, love, sex, sexuality. It has affected race relations. It's affected relations between men and women. It has affected our children. It's affected our elderly. It's affected every fucking thing. So when Donald Trump brought that ketamine addict into the fucking White House, did we really think it was going to get better? And now this bitch leaving with a black eye, Stephen Miller's wife,
up in the White House.
We are never going to clean this shit. My bones will be powder. My bones will be powder before we ever see anything that remotely looks like we're going to clean this shit up. Like, whoever the president is, if they're a Democrat in the next 4 years, if they're not arresting ICE agents for violating people's civil rights, we're fucked. If they come in and talk that, we got to find a way to reach across the aisle. If I reach across the aisle, it's because I pissed on them.
Now, here's the thing.
I went right across the aisle and just
people,
eat right on their leg.
Let me remind people once again, the day that Joseph Robinette Biden was sworn in as POTUS, the United States finally got back to square one from where we royally fucked ourselves over from McCarthyism, the China Hands incident. Like, I don't think you realize how many times we keep Groundhog Day-ing history, and when we get out of it, we're going back to where we started back then. If y'all want to keep looking at other countries going, they're living in 2050 and we're stuck in 2016, keep doing this shit. When you refuse to learn from it and go forward, there used to be a time. But there used to be a time where our politicians were so afraid of us as voters that they were literally fighting each other, because they were like, I told these people I was going to fight for X, Y, and Z. You're going to at least read my bill. So now we have politicians admitting that they didn't read the bill and then going to their constituency and going, everybody's going to die anyway.
Joni Ernst set her punk ass up in front of people and said, well, we're all going to die. She shouldn't have made it out of that goddamn arena.
Did you see her apology?
She shouldn't have made it out of that building.
But did you see her
apology? Bitch, one of us is going to die today.
I posted her apology. This bitch literally said, I guess it was her backyard. I don't know. Had the camera like up here. I didn't think
the apology was almost funnier.
To explain to people that all of us, eventually we're gonna die. I'm glad I didn't have to explain how other things work.
Bitch, if you don't get your monkey at again. She stood there in front of people when they were talking about being worried about Medicaid. He said, we're all gonna die. I would have been like, okay, bitch, you gonna start it off? You not getting out of it. You ain't leaving here with all them teeth and all.
Let
and
me
all
explain
that
something
good,
to you.
all that
That
good
day,
life breathing and shit.
you'd have had to call me Kendrick Lamar because she'd have had to. You'd have had to call me Kendrick Lamar because she'd have had to squabble up with me.
Your government funded.
I'd have been waiting for her.
Insurance is about to get a workout.
I would have been waiting for her.
I'm like, you got universal health care,
somebody in the Ernst family got to see me. Everybody, somebody in the Ernst family got to holler at me. Hey, Jody, hey, holler at me. Hey, Playboy,
Playboy. Swing, ho.
The bitch getting 5 Playboys.
Swing, ho.
She getting 5 Playboys because if I give her 6, I'm going to prison. Bitch, you not about to go. I'm worried about Medicaid. You gonna tell me everybody ain't gonna make it, bitch? Hey, you won't make it out of this parking lot. I'm telling you, Jody, you ain't gonna make it out of this parking lot. You're not. Jody, you won't make it out of here.
Getting the GPS.
You know what? Since they want to be traditionalists, they want to be constitutionalists, they want to keep bringing up the founding fathers. Let's do things how the founding fathers did. Y'all remember the brawl on the water? Get them bitches some chairs because back in the day on Capitol Hill, they used to break back.
Chair's gonna be involved.
Hey, it's dual time. Hey, Jody, you said that. All right, tell you what, pistols at dawn.
WWE time.
Hey, it's within American history
that
it's
I got some bad moves I want to work through.
Pistols at dawn. Hey, you talking about everybody gonna die? Pistols at dawn, bitch. Pistols at dawn. We can go with them old musky-looking ass pistols. Bitch, you are not leaving here with all them teeth and all, with all that good blood in you and shit like that. The fuck?
Let me explain something to you.
That's
I got
Hold on. Let me pull up my knee brace and do some stretches.
Well, hold on. Here's the thing. I got an auntie that can sing her face off, a daddy who's a pastor with a church, and my mama's best friend, still alive. She's a funeral home director. Joni, we can do this the easy way. We can do this the hard way. But since you want to meet Jesus, I can make it happen.
Listen,
I can take you to the king.
But that's what I'm saying.
I can take you to the king. You ain't gonna have much to bring.
And again, this is what I'm talking about.
But your rib cage is gonna be busted open.
Kim been trying to put his shit on like a bandana.
It's your offering.
Battle mode.
Listen, we are not going to fix this. Listen, the 4 of us, we will not see the fixing. Randall will not see the fixing. Again, my youngest grandchild, Isaiah, will be sitting in this chair my age, and he'll still be going, welcome to the villain's view. America's still fucking up. My name's Uzziah, aka the man. Like, we're not. And the thing about it is,
and I feel like Baby Tay should be on the side going, and I'm still here just making the records.
I'm here to. Hey, my mama told me I'm supposed to be here to make the records.
I'm just here to make the records.
We are not going to fix this. The reason we have to talk about shit like sex and the relationships and the goings on of the Trumps and shit like that is because they have dominated every aspect of America, either directly or indirectly, or their sycophants that were raised on them have dominated every aspect. Do you understand that, motherfucker? Who the fuck was it that said? It was the bearded guy, Matt Walsh. It said the birth rates are too low. We need to have more baby. You mean white? You mean white baby? Did you? I did not think I would ever live to see Nazis. My father fought in World War II. I wasn't supposed to see him. Where the fuck did he go with that?
I did, because here's the thing, and this is the historian in me. Okay? First of all, everybody watching, I need y'all to do 2 things. 1, stop saying that we are borrowing the playbook of somebody else. We are not. It's our playbook. We just let them borrow it. We get it back and we add chapters to it as we ask them to hold our beer. And 2, we were the safe haven for Nazis. Okay? Also, it was white people who decided that you could add to every other race, every other ethnicity, but you could only take away from whiteness. They made the rules that will make themselves obsolete.
But we're not really helping anything because,
and
like I said earlier,
white men White men forcing white women to have babies does not mean it's going to recoup your numbers. Newsflash, white women don't like fucking y'all. White women would rather fuck themselves or each other than to fuck y'all.
I'm trying to explain that to them. If you force white women into a corner to push out more of them towhead ass white babies, because you done took all their access to be able to control their own body.
They'll fuck your dog before they fuck you.
I'm gonna explain to you right now. They smell your racism, and they gonna find the blackest motherfucker they can possibly find. He gonna be called Smoke.
I mean,
not Smoke and Stack.
I mean, honestly, I don't want to fuck. Why you call him Smoke?
Because that motherfucker, when he come out, you can't see him. Small meat for no reason.
Let's not forget that there has been an influx of white women being arrested for fucking the family pets. They would rather fuck Fido than a white man.
I mean, she's not wrong. I mean, you're not wrong, Taz. You're not wrong.
That's too much dip on your ship.
Nope. I refuse to believe that. Nope.
They would rather make
your family dog.
They
if your
would
family
rather,
dog is option one, and then Jamal is option
see,
2, bitch, you're doing life all wrong. The fuck is wrong with you?
They would rather see if the island of Dr. Moreau could be a real thing than fuck your white pasty ass.
If a white woman brings a puppy man into existence, number one, I'm going to get that kid.
And if y'all have not seen the island of Dr. Moreau, go watch it, then come back and watch it.
First and foremost, if I even find out that puppy kid can be born, I hope it's a pit bull. That way I can raise puppy man to be. Listen, I'm gonna teach that kid like Batman. I'm gonna be that child's Ducard. Listen. Your parents' death was not your fault. It was your father's. It's a dog.
Hold on.
Somebody'd rather try to go Full Metal Apocalypse or Full Metal.
Yes. Listen.
If you know.
Hold on. Wait a minute, because I need this document.
Wait. Tracina. One woman in Mississippi has been arrested 5 times for doing.
Yeah, it's gonna. But hold on. I need this documented real quick. Okay, I need this documented. First of all, let me apologize ahead of time. Okay, because you're gonna be able to hack the world. You're gonna be able to like dismember people, and you're gonna be sick of everybody's shit in like 3 days. And I'm sorry.
But again, that's what I'm talking about. We're fucked. I hate that. I gave my body and mind to this fucking place. That's why when a motherfucker tell me, why don't you go back to Africa? Bitch, why don't you go back to the caves? I'm not leaving. Fuck you. I put in equity and stake in this motherfucker. But this bitch is fucked.
I have a cousin, an older cousin, and those in the black community will understand when I say this. I refer to him as my uncle. He is not technically my uncle. He is just a cousin that there's such an age gap that it seems weird just calling him my cousin. He went the military route for his citizenship.
Yep.
This man can only schedule his therapy appointments when the receptionist leaves because the receptionist resembles someone that he witnessed being blown to bits.
Yeah, see?
It is not her fault. It is not his fault. But the first time he went, he had such a reaction. It traumatized her and re-traumatized him. And even this man came during the Vietnam War. Now, we know the reaction that people had to the troops of the Vietnam War, where I don't care what your stance is for the Vietnam War. I need you to understand how the military acts and that these people did not truly have a choice. They had to do what they had to do, and they had to survive to come back to the rest of us. So put some respect on their name.
I said the same thing about Afghanistan. I told
my
brothers, if it comes down to me or some Taliban or Al-Qaeda fighter, I'm coming home.
And he's also a black man.
I'm ready to blow that ass to pieces. But
he's also a black man, and he's also someone who was promised, if you do X, Y, and Z, this will be your citizenship. He did X, Y, and Z. This man still had to come up out of hundreds of thousands of dollars and still pay for his citizenship out of pocket.
Again, this is
after
why I'm
everything.
America's never going to get it right. If I would not be surprised, and I mean this, I would not be surprised if in 50, maybe 60 years, give it 60, America is literally threatening to blow people up because don't nobody want to fuck with it. Do y'all understand? We might lose the World Cup. We might. Why? Because none of the players want to come over here and get deported.
Look at how many.
I mean, that's fair.
Second. You are coming over here for a fucking sporting event.
But think about how many bands have had to cancel things because band members were stopped at the airport. There have already been professional athletes that have been stopped at the airport and sent back. And the teams have been like, well, we're not playing without them.
We are, and for everybody, and I mean this, for everybody who voted for that shit, shame should follow your motherfucking ass like a shot.
If I see a MAGA hat
after, if I see a MAGA hat, not after he gets out of office, if I see a MAGA hat after that motherfucker finally gets that Widowmaker heart attack he's been running from, and I see a MAGA hat, I promise you, I'm laughing in your fucking face.
Yeah,
you still wearing that shit?
Him on some steps. But here's the thing: do not say that you support me or anybody that I'm friends with, any of my family, anybody that I'm close to, and you jump in my comment section acting like immigration is an overnight thing, because that lets me know you haven't paid attention to anything. Because if I get deported, I'm going out with a bang. I'm leaving here with some of everything. You understand me?
You ain't going nowhere. I wish
I'm going out with a bang. Now, first of all, I'm going on a nationwide tour of being hidden. I ain't gonna lie.
You are the vessel for which my goddaughter is coming into this world. You out your fucking mind. Deport you for what?
I will say
because you speak patois. But better swat at VD's nuts. You're not going. We don't need to talk about it because there's gonna be some misunderstandings and some furniture moving.
But I want to say this.
Me and Chaos whooping somebody's ass.
But here's the thing. I want to say this because I don't say nothing behind nobody back that I don't say in front of them. And I've said this, and because we are on the show together, all of us, I'm going to say this, and I don't want y'all to be taking it. Let me explain something, first of all. When y'all get into my comment section and you want to slide into my DMs, one, I'm a queer Black woman living in the United States. It takes a whole lot more to make me fearful. And I've said this before, but let me say it again, okay? I grew up hunting. Don't let the girliness fool you. I can get down and dirty with the best of them. And once again, I can't hear well. I can't see well, hence the glasses. But in the dead of night, your girl has learned to echolocate. I can hit the spokes on a 10-speed bike with precision, with any caliber of weapon. I am Indiana Jones, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, look up Indiana Jones and the whip scene. I'm not going back and forth with you ninjas, okay?
I ain't.
If it comes down to me and you, my peace will make you be still. I will still be standing. Yeah. You understand me? So y'all can stop. Now, I joke about y'all trying to get me deported because over the years, especially when it comes to Trump, yes, I get the calls. I've even had people come to my door from ICE and everything else. I do not care. Now, I don't talk about it a lot, but I don't think y'all realize that my primary business is IT consulting. When I want to find you, I will. Call me Liam Neeson. Stop fucking with me. I am Taz, that is a Taurus raised by 2 Scorpios. I incited a coup at an insane asylum. Leave me alone. Let me be cute and cuddly and come make the record. When you piss me the fuck off, I have no problem standing in the middle of the bridge, dousing it with gasoline, kerosene, and vodka, and setting it on fire.
See, there's a something my cousin Larry did. He was making these little dog tags of all the family members we lost. He made one for my Uncle Bubba. He made one for my Lillian, my Coco, and my mom and my dad, right? And my brother had one. I didn't get one, but my brother had one, and he gave it to me. And literally just has a picture of my mom and dad, and it has the day they were born and the day they died, and it says together forever. Whenever I think I don't know who the fuck I am, I touch this. I hold on to it. Because holding on to it, and it's heavy. It's not a light thing. It's like made out of pewter and shit. But it gives me a sense of knowing that I'm Mac and Doc's child. I am Robert and Martha's son. Right? And with that, I know I'm not about to fucking sit on my ass and complain about I'm gonna use my fucking voice. It's the one thing I have. I don't call myself a content creator. I am a social commentator. That's what I do. I commentate on what society does. I have managed to gather some really great friends, like the three of y'all, like Chaos, like Sigrid. I have my brother Alan, Elijah. I managed to do that for no other reason than the fact that I know I can't do this shit by my goddamn self. But as far as this fucking sentient bag of orangutan semen covering fucking circus peanuts that sits in the goddamn White House, fuck him. I don't stand in fear of another motherfucker. The last two people I ever had even an ounce of fear of died. I hold on to this. These were the last two people that I ever shook or was afraid of. I ain't afraid of none of these motherfuckers. And my problem is America just seems to be putting their head down. Okay, we can't really say anything because Donald Trump likes to sue. He can sue these nuts.
He's not even good at it. He
can
fails
sue these
at
nuts.
Suing.
I want him to try to.
Fails at suing people. Do you
Listen.
know how fucked up in life you have to be to fail at suing people?
If Gambit went on a 12-hour tirade, making video after video every 2 minutes, where at the end of it was motherfuck Donald Trump and his dead ass eyebrows, and somebody came to me and said, "Hey, get your man. You better tell Gambit stop saying that for the president soon." I'd go, "Oh, so that's a problem." I'm duetting everything. Everything. Every time Gambit say, "Motherfuck Donald Trump and his dead ass eyebrows," you'll see me on the side going, "You heard the man."
First of all, the
Because
last time
we are
someplace,
running these motherfuckers. Why are we fucking
the
afraid of
last
him?
time
Fuck
a
him.
place, the last time
You
a place
afraid of a
did
motherfucker
me,
that can't even, how are you gonna be afraid of a motherfucker that can't even control his own fucking bowels? I don't
see, the
run in
last
fear
time
from
a
no
place
fucking body,
did
man.
me and Gambit wrong, they went, "Oh yeah, Gambit, I didn't tell you. That restaurant that we went to that put a timer on us sitting at the table, they going out of business, baby." We did.
And that's the thing. We need more of that. We don't have what did John Lewis call it? Good trouble. Good trouble, right? Everybody loves the good part. The second word is trouble. Donald Trump only gets his power from motherfuckers being afraid of him. Fuck him.
Here's the thing.
I would love to make a video taking a shit and flushing it and go, "Hey, Donald, I can control my bowels, but you can't." Fuck you. Why are we running it?
That would make me,
like,
you know how you describe a task call, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" That would make me, don't do that. But here's the thing. For all of y'all that have asked over the years, how did this happen in history? Where are all of y'all that have been saying, at least since the mid-1980s, "Oh, if I was there, this wouldn't happen. Where you at?" And for those of y'all that kept questioning, how did this happen in history? You're watching how it happened. Because I've watched y'all have a whole bunch of excuses why you can't do a little bit. I've watched y'all have a whole bunch of excuses why so much shit is okay. But y'all will be up in arms because 16-year-old Sarah didn't put enough salt on your 15 order of fucking chicken nuggets today, Myra. But you can't send a tweet, a text, a phone call to the motherfucker who's telling you You don't deserve health insurance while they got health insurance for them, their wife, their boyfriend, the motherfuckers they fucking on Tinder, their grandkids that may or may not be theirs, and everything else. I'm gonna need y'all to have several fucking seats and not on your granddaddy this time, on an actual chair.
Everybody, we have more anger towards motherfuckers on TikTok than we do the president of the United States. I said it, and I don't care. There's some people probably listening is gonna get their fucking feelings hurt, and I don't give a fuck. You'll have a 10-hour live for a motherfucker on TikTok trying to get him off the app, and the president is literally sticking a barbed wire, a fucking piece of minute rice covered in barbed wire in your motherfucking ear. Everybody want to do everything else except say what is really truly going on outside in front of us. We can have, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we can multitask, kids. Yes, we can. I'm not going to say that we can. But I will say this much. There's a whole lot more investigation into something dumb than there is into what this motherfucker is sitting here doing. Because we collectively have started to become normal. We have normalized this fucking bullshit. I'm sorry.
They want to drag Jill Biden down in front of Congress.
Man, fuck her. Fuck them.
About
Hold on. Wait.
Why
the
she lied
same
about
Congress
Joe Biden
that has Marjorie Taylor Greene in it. I don't think Marjorie Taylor Greene or anybody. I don't think Marjorie Taylor Greene should be asking for any sort of investigation till that bitch finds her other 3 toes.
First of all,
that bitch is missing 3 toes per foot.
I need Marjorie Taylor
Get your sleep foot ass out of here.
I need Marjorie Taylor Greene to stop Zoom sucking off Trump when he still won't acknowledge her or give her. This woman done rode for him more than anybody else, and he wouldn't even make her chief staple collector in the Oval.
He ain't even acknowledged that bitch is in the room. But again, we are running around here. Everybody running around. I'm going to have a 7-hour TikTok live talking about this other TikToker. The president of the United States has ICE agents that look an awful lot like the motherfuckers he fucking pardoned on January 6th, running around picking up Mexicans. Anybody want to say anything? Oh, what can we do? Fucking say something.
And
open your motherfucking mouth and say, fuck you.
And when there's also a bunch of them that are running around
that it should be
are a simple pallet swap from the guys that are jumping out of
the
U-Hauls.
Literally.
If you want to know something
they might be
that
the
you
same
can do,
fucking people.
But here's the thing: if you want to know something that you can do, and you realize, and you think, "Oh, I only have a few minutes,"
fight would be
here's
nice.
The thing. Here's the thing: if you're on TikTok specifically, this is what you do.
Fuck, do I know?
Find a chicken or a taco picture. They've got a bunch of them that are AI generated of Trump. Put it as a green screen. You can put yourself in front of it or just have it. And put it to the sound by the incredible artist Crystal Crave called "Fuck You." Do that.
Fucking
2 birds,
Taco
1 stone.
Tico looking motherfucker. Everybody got to put their head down. Oh shit, Trump coming in the room. Why we putting our head down? Because he'll sue if we don't. If we look at him. Kim, I'm dead in it. How you doing there, Donald? I see you lost the battle of your bowels again.
But how are y'all afraid of someone
I'm not afraid
that a preschooler has come in and checked
toddler having
multiple times? A preschooler has come in to the Oval and
told him to get his bitch
Donald
ass out.
Trump to bow down.
Told him to get his bitch ass. You don't belong here. The fuck? If a child, although it is a child of the goddamn
Real
apartheid busting nut baby, if a fucking child can tell this motherfucker to his face, bitch, you don't belong here. Why are we not all saying that?
But hold on, did y'all catch
this fucker?
Did y'all catch when the now I know I have a long
fucking
complicated
crispy
name,
bacon looking motherfucker.
but this kid's name is worse than mine. But did you catch when he told on his daddy when he was like, "Oh, did you go to work with your father today at SpaceX?" Yes. What did you learn? We can do whatever we want.
Thank you. Everybody disrespects this old, dried up, weathered leather bag. But, oh no, he might sue. Sue these nuts. Hold on.
He might
I wasn't look,
sue.
Hold on, I wasn't
to
looking in the
sue.
camera. Hold on. Wait. I wasn't looking in the camera. Hold on, I'm gonna make sure you get it.
Lord.
Sue these nuts. The fuck out of here. What are you gonna sue me for? Listen, what are you gonna sue me for?
Trump doesn't have the best track record.
And second point, I'm a goddamn American citizen. I can say what the fuck I want to. Fuck you. You dried up fucking chicken nugget. Fuck you. You old pair of Bellini leather shoes that was worn by Federico Fellini by the goddamn Italian shore. Fuck you, you old Band-Aid. Fuck
Somebody called him a
you dried up hangnail. Fuck
Somebody
you,
called him a
you toenail clipper. You toenail clippings from a motherfucker with goddamn jaundice in the feet. Fuck you.
What the fuck?
I'm not afraid of this motherfucker. It's my goddamn problem. Ain't enough people putting on nuts. Listen, if you got smoke for a motherfucker you don't like on TikTok, but you got not smoke for the fucking ICE agents that are running through your motherfucking neighborhood, sit your punk asses down. I got nothing fucking for you. I'm not afraid of a nut. There's not a man, woman, dog, cat, fucking mountain lion walking this fucking earth that I'm gonna be a fucking afraid of. Bitch, I'm gonna die one damn way anyway. I might as well go out holding on to my nuts, telling everybody, kiss the left one because the right one gets jealous. Oh, fuck out of here. I'm not afraid of this motherfucker. That's my problem. I'm so sick of this. The reason the left is in disarray is because everybody trying to find a way to fucking reach out to these goddamn little punk-ass, incel-ass white boys. Well, what do they want? I don't give a fuck what they want. Sit they monkey asses down and put the coconut oil in the sock this time. Instead of putting it on your hands, they're putting the sock over it. Take your motherfucking ass over the goddamn the hub. Fuck you. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing. If your ass voted for Donald Trump, suck my dick. I'm not about to sit here and try to be afraid of these motherfuckers. Fuck them. Everybody that look like them. I'm not afraid of these goddamn people, and nobody wants to say that. We'll go after a motherfucker on TikTok. We'll go after a motherfucker on Instagram before we go after this motherfucker. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I have an idea, because for a while, I have been tired of people trying to be the next Jubilee, and the Jubilee channel is what was bringing us those debates with Charlie Kirk,
a bunch of goddamn idiots going there talking to motherfuckers with no goddamn education,
and then the Unfuck America tour doing this. Here's my thing, and
ran by two people that used to be MAGA. Fuck them.
But here's the thing:
and feed them uncooked fried beans.
But well before the Unfuck America tour, it started off as, because y'all know I toss stuff out and I'm joking a lot of times. And now listening to this, I'm like, maybe it wasn't a joke. Maybe I was really having like an epiphany moment. What about the schools where we know people are being stifled, where they want to actually have the conversation? Who's going to talk to them?
Nobody, because ain't no money there.
But
you can't get $100,000 from motherfuckers that actually want to do something.
But here's the thing:
it's crazy.
For those of us that are not trying to get rich, like we brothers and sisters, we can bunk up, because there's hotels that you got a common area and 2 different bedrooms.
Yeah.
Would y'all be willing to help us, like really go and talk to the people who have a message to get out? It's not about boosting ourselves, but boosting these voices of the people who are living through what this administration is putting onto people.
I tell you what, if they book the 4 of us, or if they book one of us, even one of us at a time, Gambit could say the same thing I just said. He'd be cooler at it because he got a deeper voice.
That is not true at all.
Yep, the fuck you wouldn't. Shut up. Stop doubting yourself, damn it. fucking Angry could say it. Angry probably wouldn't even use no words.
Angry would use
there with a
cue cards.
goddamn computer screen and his goddamn keyboard and shit.
Be like Wile E. Coyote.
Angry would either use cue cards or his newest thing is.
Oh, you took that in a different way.
Or he'll say
he's using cue cards.
No,
like,
he'll either use cue cards or he'll say, Taz wrote this for me to say. So I'm going to say it just like this. And then I'm going to get a strew of DM.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Taz could do it. Taz and Chaos. They could do the Taz and Chaos show.
It's amazing that everybody knows.
Town to town, telling people, get your motherfucking head out your ass and fight.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Everybody knows what I'm going to do, except asking me what I would do.
What would you do, Angry?
What would you do?
Go ahead. What would you do? Where were we wrong? That's a cue card, Angry.
That's it.
And at the end of it, people be like, why did you say that? What would you say, Angry?
He put up 2 fingers.
And then at the bottom of it, he would write, Taz wrote this for me.
Me?
I said, this is from my heart.
If I go, it's called the Angry Dragon Tour. Just get me a place to stay and a time to be there.
You know
and
what?
I'm coming in and I'm getting you pissed off at everybody.
Everybody
got to get this.
This is our new movement. And this is what we're going to call it. The Get Right Tour. Y'all want to see the Get Right Tour? Let's get her done.
I'm down.
Because we can't say unfuck because America's going to stay fucked. But we can try to get right.
America is constantly going to be fucked. But what we can do, and this is why I get so angry about this, because every day my wife tells me you need to take a break because I'm enmeshed in this shit. This is my job now. I don't make any money off of it, but this is my job, right? I'm enmeshed in it because I'm watching as people normalize fuckery. The fact that Elon Musk had a job in the government and nobody found him and beat the fuck out of him is a problem. The fact that Stephen Miller's Nosferatu-looking ass is back in the fucking White House instead of in traction bothers me. The fact that Marjorie Taylor Greene is talking and people aren't telling her, hey, bitch, don't you only have like 3 toes on both feet?
Actually, we don't make any money.
Could you get your flipper? Hey, could you get your flipper ass the fuck on up out of here and sit the fuck down before we smack the shit out of you?
Actually,
nobody is saying these things. We got more vitriol towards each other than we do the motherfucker that's fucking us right now.
Let's not forget, Navarro is still in office after we found out that he created a whole persona like Trump did to get on the Forbes list. But we got a better tour because Chaos just said it's the everybody ain't gonna make it tour. There it is. There it is.
Yep, there it is.
There it is.
There it is. We don't even need a bus. We don't even need a bus. We do not even need a bus. We can fucking jump in somebody's car. Pretty sure Angry's car looks better than all of ours. We jump in Angry's car.
Hold up, wait a damn minute though.
No, what you driving?
Wait, first of all, I do have a car, but I don't.
Okay, you got a car, but what are you driving?
I have a Ford Focus.
A Ford. Like I said, we drive it. Hey, like I said, we'll ride in Angry's car.
I have a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Taz.
It's 2 red cars. I don't drive.
I love you, Taz. I love you. You're my sister. I love you. But if you think I'm climbing all this 6-foot ass into the back of a fucking Ford Focus and fucking Gambit is 6'3", Chaos is not a small man either. You think the 3 of us go?
First of all, both of our cars.
And here's the thing, red. Thomas,
his is bigger than
you
mine.
are not driving.
I have horses. We can ride horses.
No, you are not.
That right, I'm driving.
You are not driving. You can't drive.
So what I'm hearing
you cannot drive.
Got a caravan.
I can drive.
You're a horrible driver.
Okay, because
my name's Thomas. I drove LMTVs and Humvees for a living.
And you suck at it.
Wait a minute.
You suck at driving.
I suck at it. I never lost one of them.
You suck at driving.
No, because I did
That's his only metric.
I put on my auntie wish list. Please, get this for me. Hopefully, if you love me real good, real bad this year, because when we went to the auto show, the was it the Volkswagen? Yeah, it was the Volkswagen
Chaos,
van.
chaos, stop it. I drove a
It was
Probe.
perfect.
Yes, I did. On
But
purpose.
it was the
Yes, I
perfect
did.
size. Like
yes,
the Volkswagen.
I was a single man. I ain't had no kids. It's not like I got a bunch of kids. A Probe was perfect for me. Lean the seat back.
But you can't get into a Focus.
I was killing it. And I would lean so far back at that goddamn Probe, it looked like the Probe was driving by its damn self. That's all I'm saying.
And you're a horrible driver.
I love a Probe. I won't drive it now because I got bad knees.
And you're a horrible driver.
Young me, hot, sexy me.
You want us to let you drive us on this tour? You said you got bad knees. Oh,
yes, I got bad fuck.
Tom, you're a horrible driver. If anything, no. If anything, I will drive. You ain't driving shit. You ain't driving a goddamn thing because you ain't driving shit because you can't drive shit. You cannot drive for shit. You cannot drive.
I will provide the snacks. How about that?
How did we get kicked off?
Of TikTok?
Yeah.
What did we get kicked off for?
We talking about driving and we got kicked
harassing
off?
and bullying.
What did we get kicked off for?
Harassing and bullying.
Well, we were talking about driving.
The fuck? Hey,
but
TikTok.
Anyway, I'll provide the snack, okay? Because honestly, I don't trust y'all to get the snacks right. So I got the snacks on lock.
Yes, Randall, I'm gonna blows against the Empire.
Chaos said he'll drive.
I'm gonna find that. Yeah, Chaos, you drive. But that's my biggest problem. That is my biggest problem. We have people angry at everything else except for the motherfucker that is making life harder for all of us. And I don't see enough people saying it. I don't see enough. Yes, we can report it like we're reporting the news. Yes, we can commentate on it like we're commentating on the news.
But they're stopping us from doing that.
Until somebody puts their fucking nuts on, stands out in front of people. I did it in Kentucky a couple of weeks back. The Kentucky Resist. I did it in front of them, and I told them an attack on one should be an attack on all, right? That's the first thing I told them. The second thing I told them was, you got to get mad. Mm-hmm. You have got to get mad. This passive bullshit is not working. If you are fighting for trans rights, you need to be a little bit. Tim Wall said it yesterday. Democrats have got to get a little bit meaner, a little more savage. I'm ready. Put me in, coach. I got a goddamn trench coat that literally goes down to my fucking ankles. And it has a big ass claw on the left, right over the left, right over my fucking arm. I'm ready. I'm fucking ready. I will walk my ass in there and tear everything apart. I don't give a fuck. But this passive shit, well, we've got to worry about the next collection and fuck you. We're 6 months in, and this motherfucker has literally fundamentally changed the DNA of this country. How much more are y'all going to take? How much more is it going to take for you before you finally go, in the immortal words of motherfucking Network, the immortal words of Howard Beale? First, you have to get mad. You have to say, I'm a human being, god damn it. My life has value. All I see is everybody trying to hold other people accountable on this, that, the third. The one motherfucker nobody wants to touch is the one motherfucker that's doing the most damage. And with that, we got to end this damn show. So, as we do every week, we like to have our final thoughts. I flipped a coin in my head, and we will start with the cuddly one, Mr. General Gambit. Final thoughts, sir. He's cuddly. But he's not you. He's not Taz Cuddly, okay? Damn. There's Gambit Cuddly and there's Taz Cuddly, okay?
Oh.
Final thoughts, man.
I really have no final thoughts. The only, damn it, I was trying to get ahead of you, and you snuck up on me.
I always sneak up on people.
As
what the villain does.
You still feel like that. Damn it. That's what I was trying to.
Where'd he go?
I was trying to think of this quote, and I was trying to look it up before you got to the final thoughts. And I was trying to. Give me just a second.
Chrissy's in the building. I'll come back to you.
Okay.
We'll go with the other cuddly person. She's only saying that because she's with the child. Ladies and gentlemen, Taz, final thought.
Don't let him lie to y'all. I'm not cuddly. Anywho.
Chaos said you were.
Just because I'm cuddly for... Never mind. I'm not about to get in trouble again. Anywho. Oops. I want to leave y'all with this. Once upon a time, there was a gentleman by the name of Al Jolson. He started a career by using blackface and popularizing black music for white people who would not listen to black artists. People revere him now as a great activist because starting in 1911, he advocated for black people on Broadway. But he did it so that he could still have a commodity. And I bring up Al Jolson to bring this to you. A lot of you don't fight, and a lot of you don't say anything because you don't see anything in it for you. And I bring up Al Jolson because a lot of y'all are Al Jolsons. You don't have anything without us because you steal from us every single day. So if you want to continue to steal from us so you can have a personality and so you can still have a way to make money, it's time for you to speak up.
Wow. All right. General Gambit, final thoughts, sir.
I found it. You best pray our children read their textbooks more than their Bibles, for only history can be conned into forgiving us.
Damn.
King T'Chaka.
Damn. God damn, Gambit. Jesus. Angriest IT nerd on the East Coast. Final thoughts, sir.
So, everyone, do not let Thomas fool you. He cannot drive.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
He is a horrible driver. No. This is my final thought, and I am not finished. Now, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by the motherfucker that can't drive.
I can drive.
No, you cannot.
I can.
You cannot. There are witnesses that will back me up that say that you cannot drive. You can't park. You can't drive. You can't. You cannot, Thomas. You cannot. Okay. I will drive. I will do all the driving and has no problem with driving. Okay. So anybody coming, do not let him fool you. Do not let him think that. Don't let him. Do not let him behind the wheel. Do not let him do that. Quite honestly. It was the scariest. I have been on literally almost every roller coaster that has ever been in existence. I've never been so scared in my life as it's been riding shotgun with Thomas behind the wheel. Do not let him fool you. He cannot drive for shit.
You know what, man? You got to come up here.
Thomas, you cannot interrupt somebody else's final word.
I know, but he's full of shit.
You still cannot interrupt somebody's final words. You have to save your rebuttal for your final words. Don't.
All right. Damn it. Guess I'll do my fucking final.
Wait a minute before you do.
Angry, are you done?
Angry?
Yes, I'm finished. Thank you, Taz. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Taz.
All I'm saying, did you die? Guess it's time for my final thoughts.
Thomas.
Yes.
First of all,
look. Just because, look.
First of all, who you
talking to? I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Fix. 1, 2.
Come on, nerves. Like, not you, him.
Thomas.
They was talking shit.
Thomas.
What?
My adrenaline should not be pumping just from a leisurely casual ride. Okay. I should not be white knuckling it the entire time. I should not be doing that.
In the passenger seat.
I should not be doing that, Thomas.
But you did not die.
Thomas, from one bad driver to another, if you have to ask the question, did you die? We can't. We got to accept.
I drove
You have to accept that, Thomas.
Military.
There are things in life.
And in driving military vehicles, it's a scratch and dent sale with every military vehicle. You don't have to be good at it. You just got to be able to.
Yes, you do.
Thomas. Hey, Thomas. Hey, it's okay. Hey, look here, man. Thomas.
I drove this.
Thomas.
And you can hit shit and nobody's going to say shit.
Hey, look, Thomas, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, there are a lot of things in life.
And you didn't die.
Thomas, there's a lot of things in life that you are great at. Okay?
What?
There are a lot of things in life that you are great at. All right?
Yes. And driving
is not one of those.
Driving is absolutely one of them.
Anyway,
just because you know how to drive, that doesn't mean you are
as a
you're
fellow
good
bad
at it.
driver, Thomas, just admit it. Except
all right. I sometimes speed.
Sometimes.
All right.
Your parking job sucks.
Next
hey.
view.
Final thoughts. My final thoughts, please.
In his denial about his driving abilities.
Hey, my final thoughts. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Goofy asses. Anywho, my final thoughts. Number one, I can drive. Number two. All right. This administration is a fucking joke. It is a fucking joke. Always has been. Right? This motherfucker over here with his chicken shit. We have got to stop being afraid to say it. Taz's about to die. Taz's up there about to die. This motherfucker. We've got to stop being afraid to say this. I get it. TikTok is the hottest social media application ever. There's not a beef that you're going to have on there unless your ass is willing to call the police that matters. Sorry. I don't give a fuck. The people I got beef with on TikTok, you know when they matter? When I open up TikTok. When I close the bitch, they don't matter. I don't see them at all, like, period. But do you know what I do have to do when I put my fucking phone down? I got to go try to figure out how to get Medicaid for my daughter. 21-year-old, soon to be 21-year-old, autistic, nonverbal little girl. I have to worry about whether or not my wife will have her VA done. I got to worry about whether or not I'll have my goddamn benefits. I shouldn't have to. I broke everything, including my goddamn mind, defending this country. Why am I running? Why am I over going, are we going to have enough money to pay the rent in a month? You know what? Not the only one. So your beef on TikTok, your beef on Instagram, the beef that you have going on YouTube or whatever is fucking meaningless. You are literally out here drowning with a straw. You are breathing through a fucking straw. It ain't even a long straw. It's one of them bent ones, you know, the crinkly ones. And your ass out here dying for that. Meanwhile, the motherfucker that is making all of our lives worse, and the administration is making all of our lives worse, continues to get worse. We're going on 6 months in. And all I've heard is, let's hold this person accountable. Let's hold this person accountable. Let's have a live for this person. We got to believe these people. We got to fucking fight the motherfucker that's doing this to us. I don't see enough of y'all doing that. I don't. I bit my tongue. I've watched my goddamn reputation go up in fucking flames. And I've said nothing. That changes today or tonight. from now on, I have one job in this world, to piss you off. And you can punch me or you can punch the motherfucker that's fucking you. But you can't do both. If all you give a fuck about is justice on social media, I'm going to need you to move the fuck out of the way. Because what I am fighting, what the four of us are fighting for, what everybody else is fighting for is bigger than this goddamn screen. And if that's all you care about, move. Because you're going to get fucking hit. Because the time for being nice is over. It is literally, and this is going to sound kind of, self-fulfilling, but it's true. Like Tim Wall said, we got to get a little meaner. Got to get a little more savage. It's time to be fucking villains. Because our heroes is killing us. And your dumbasses is letting them. Because you want to be famous on TikTok. I'm done. With that, we end this show. I want to thank you guys for being y'all. And yes, I can drive. I don't want to hear that shit.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Yeah, I can. Anyway.
There are witnesses, Thomas. There are witnesses. There are witnesses that will corroborate this statement.
Stay tuned.
Even the missus will attest.
Hey.
Even your wife knows you can't drive.
For Gambit and for this motherfucker that's still alive talking shit about my driving.
Even your wife says you can't drive.
And for me, thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching. And we will see you all in 7 whole days. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the villains are out. Night, y'all.